Mr. Chairman, as mentioned, the earmarked funds from our assistance to individuals in crisis situation allocation is 30 billion for this whole operation. It doesn't include lang drivers but anybody who's vulnerable. To date, we've already serviced 1,141,107 drivers nationwide, of which 5.7 billion has already been distributed or disbursed. The next slide. Now, Mr. Chairman, this is per sector. If you look at the totals for tricycle drivers, nationwide, we've done 851,927,000 drivers. TNVS drivers, 40,166. For jeepney drivers, 41,227. For service delivery, it's 139,218. MC Taxi, 68,569 for a grand total of 1.141107 million drivers. Noteworthy to point out, we are now in the process of finalizing our list for TNVS drivers, jeepney drivers, service delivery, MC Taxi drivers for outside Metro Manila. Right now, yung mga sector na yun, we're only operating inside Metro Manila but we're already moving out of the city. The next slide will convert this into peso value. As mentioned, the grand total is 5.7 billion roughly has been disbursed already. Next slide. Now, Mr. Chairman, let me just go straight to the point. A lot of stakeholders have been asking us, why do we not want to use e-wallets? Lalong-lalo na doon sa mga app-based or ride-hailing platforms, given na yung mga commissions nila are paid in GCash. Just to put everybody in context, the DSWD operates with one simple premise, a clean list. Whenever we do payouts in local government units, national government agencies, ang request namin lagi, clean list, or else we won't go there and we won't do the payout. So dito, incidental lang kami kasi for the first time, the list isn't coming from DSWD. It's coming from various sources, LTFRB, TNCs, hindi yan galing sa amin. In fact, this is the first time na it's endorsed to us and we don't do a one-on-one intake anymore. We've streamlined the MC na group intake siya dahil nga sabi namin, kailangan mabilis to at pare-parehas naman yung pinagdaraanan nila. They're all victims of the oil crisis, kaya it's just one singular intake certified by the concerned agency. Now, it's not that we don't want to use e-wallets kasi most of our programs, in fact, the 4Ps is already in GCash, but we have to exercise prudence. The next slide, Mr. Chairman, goes straight to the point. Unfortunately, lalong-lalo na for delivery service, MC Taxi, and TNVS, we're not getting a clean list. We're getting what we call nga the junk list because napakagulo ng mga listahan. Now, if off the bat, binigay sa amin yung listahan at credit na lang namin sa GCash, the government would have lost 2.754 billion pesos. That's because nga nakita nyo yung column of duplicates with issues. Ganyang kalaki yung maaring nawala sa gobyerno kung pikit mata namin tinanggap ang mga listahan at credit na lang namin. That's why the first part, etong ginagawa namin is a bit more tedious pero it's like you know your customer na mga bangko. We have to first know na, una, totoong tao ba yung mga pinag-uusapan natin? Totoong mga individual ba to? Kasi nga yung mga listahan hindi naman nanggagaling sa amin. Pangalawa, kung totoo yung taong yan, driver ba ho talaga siya? May driver's license ba yan? You'll be amazed, Mr. Chairman, in some of our payouts, may mga pumupunta dun, expired ang driver's license, walang driver's license, yet they claim na driver sila. So, we're asking the public to understand where we're coming from, na dahil napakadumi ng mga listahan, lalong-lalo na yung galing sa mga transport networking companies o TNCs for delivery service, MC Taxi, and TNVS, we are resorting to the first part na kailangan may validation and verification. Kailangan makita namin totoong tao ba to at totoong driver ba siya. But rest assured, if and when there will be second or third rounds of payouts, depende sa sitwasyon, now na pulido na yung listahan, mataas na yung confidence level namin, we can just load it up in GCash. In fact, we already have a standing partnership with most of these e-wallets. Now, the next slide, Mr. Chairman, I'll give you an idea of what we found out in their list, just to give you a bird's eye view kung gaano kadugutong ginagawa na listahan sa amin. Next slide. Meron ho kaming makukuhang example dyan. Same name, pero may junior yung isa walang junior. Pag pinadala sa amin yan, lalong-lalo na sa mga app-based sectors, dahil multi-homing sila, marami silang app. Yung isang app, isasubmit sa amin, example, ABA-A. Yung kabilang app, isasubmit sa amin, ABA-A Junior. So lalabas yan na magkaibang tao, theoretically, pero parehas yung birthday. Naiiwasan namin yung payout nito because pag pumunta sila sa payout center and nakita nung tao namin, we ask for the driver's license, then we know na isang tao lang to. So hindi we're not in danger of getting paid, having to pay two individuals. Next slide. For instance, another issue that we're encountering, walang middle initial or middle name. Sometimes lalabas siya, in my case for instance, Rex Gatchalian, pero minsan may Rex Ting Gatchalian. Ibang anyo na naman ho yun. Normally, they land the list 2 beses kasi nga yung middle initial or yung middle name makes a difference. But because we're doing it physically, nakikilatis namin kung isang tao lang siya, naiiwasan yung double payouts. Now, the next one will show you naman an example of they landed the list. Kaya ba ito, Cachola. Same name, same everything, different birthday. So our system will print it out 2 times. But if you really think about it, isang tao lang ho to. Ito, nadidetect rin namin to during the physical payout. Meron din kami yung Cortez. The next example, year lang ng birthday ang nagkakaiba. But imagine, we're getting all these lists coming from different sources. And ang promise sa amin was a clean list to operate the payout. Pero we're getting really dirty list na nakakatakot kasi, like I pointed out, 2.7 billion of taxpayers' money would have gone to waste if we credited directly to e-wallets without even doing a validation or a verification stage.
Secrex, bago this is an example, no? Si Secrex is for Valenzuela, pero fin-lockdown na niya yung taga Valenzuela. Yung ganito ba? 2 IDs ang pinipresent nila?
Hindi. Mr. Chair, ang nangyayari dyan, malamang galing sila sa 2 app na nag-submit.
Okay.
App A and App B.
Okay.
Our system will print it in 2 times kasi mukhang iba yung tao. For all you know, may ganyan talagang parehas na pangalan pero ibang taon yung birthday. But during the payout, isang ID lang mapoproduce niya, so once lang siya mababayaran. Unless meron din in some remote cases where they detected na mahaba yung payout period, some of them would come up with fake IDs. But very remote ho yun. Very remote. But in this case, nafa-flag ka agad namin. This one, we flagged that during the physical payout. Next slide. Now, Mr. Chairman, again, same issues. Slight deviation lang sa birthday or sa name can really throw us off. Next slide. Now, Mr. Chairman, this is the last slide. Kanina natanong niyo ho ako, meron ho ba yung gumigimik lang? Nilagay yung pangalan pero hindi na-claim. On an average, we've seen a trend across all sectors na 20% ang unclaimed. Ibig sabihin, could be, lalo na sa app-based, wala na dito yung mga driver. Maaring seasonal siya. Seaman, for instance, I was told na pag uwi, nagda-drive pero most of the time nasa abroad siya. So this prevents the payout kasi wala siya doon eh. That's why marami nagtatanong ba't hindi kami pumapayag na representative because it defeats the purpose of validating if these are real individuals and are real drivers. So the 20% is actually the 2.7 billion na hindi lumabas sa kaha ng DSWD dahil na-detect namin na they're either duplicates, triplicates, errors in names, at na-flag namin on the spot. So this is the last slide, Mr. Chairman. Actually, it's a very brief presentation to explain the difficulty of DSWD. Difficult, but we're coping. We're doing it. And the silver lining, I guess, Mr. Chairman, is we're almost done. We're almost done with the cleaning together with the LTFRB and the TNCs, LGUs. By the time we're done with this first round, the country will have a database of drivers na wala ho tayo, which will endorse to the different regulatory agencies for updating and further utilization. Again, thank you, Mr. Chairman.